Hello and welcome to Get Collected. I'm your host, Soul Brother Mike, and it's Thursday, May 11th, 2017, and you're listening to Season 3, Episode 7. Get Collected is co-hosted by Chrissy Cochran.
Hello.
Today, and What's the Deal, we have two events coming up this weekend that we just confirmed that we're going to tell you about. Then in Here's Something, I'm sharing with you a recording from my in-store performance at Dr. Disc last Friday. And then in the last part of today's show called Specific Awesomeness, we are sharing a specifically awesome moment in jazz history. Now let's get to the show.
So what's the deal? Here's the deal. There is construction happening outside today. So you may be hearing a little bit of beeping and some road noise in this episode of the podcast. Sorry about that. But there are more important things going on. Most notably, Mike and I just booked 2 shows this weekend. On Saturday, we're playing a couple of songs at the People's Rally for Mother Earth, which is taking place at the Burt Weeks Memorial Garden on the waterfront in Windsor. There'll be speakers from environmental and civic groups, drummers, poets, and other artists. And Mike and I are just playing 2 or 3 songs, but it's a perfect excuse to spend some time at the water and meet some like-minded people who are passionate about advocacy for environmental issues. So once again, that's happening from 2 to 4 p.m. on Saturday at the Burt Weeks Memorial Gardens. Then on Sunday, Mike and I are playing at Willisted Manor for their Mother's Day brunch, organized by the delicious caterers of Time to Go in Walkerville. There's 3 seatings at 9 a.m., 11 a.m., and 1 p.m., and the menu looks amazing. There's brioche French toast with cinnamon apples, tomato spinach quiche, smoked salmon, fried chicken waffle cones, roasted beet salad, and a ton of decadent desserts. It's $40 a person or $20 for children under 12, and there are some little take-home gifts for all the moms who come. So if that sounds like something you'd like to do to treat your mother, your grandmother, your wife, any woman in your life, you can call 519-254-3434 to reserve your tickets. And I'm going to throw the details for these 2 shows up on my website later today. So go to chrissycochran.com/dates for more info on both of these events.
Now for the next part of today's show called Here's Something. Today I'm sharing with you a recording from my in-store performance at Dr. Disc Records last Friday. And I was there performing for a couple hours to promote the release of my new album, Learn to Vibe, that you can get on iTunes. Go check it out. And I performed a bunch of songs solo and some songs along with Kelly Hoppy as well. Today I'm sharing with you a song I performed on my own at the very beginning of the event called Darn That Dream. You might recognize this tune as I shared the Miles Davis version from Birth of the Cool in Season 1, Episode 24 in our Dusted Off section. This song is written by Jimmy Van Heusen with lyrics by Eddie DeLange. Here's my version live at Dr. Disc. Have a listen to Darn That Dream.
Darn that dream I dream each night. You say you love me and you hold me tight. But when I awake, you're out of sight. Hold on, that dream. Darn your lips, darn your eyes. They lift me high above the moonlit sky. Then I tumble out of paradise. Hold on, that dream. Darn that one track mind of mine. It can't understand that you don't care. Just to change the mood I'm in. I'm a nice old nightmare. Darn that dream, and bless it too. Without that dream, I never would have you. But it haunts me, and it won't come true. Oh, darn that dream.
All right, that was Darn That Dream by Soul Brother Mike. Reach out to him on Twitter at Soul Brother Mike to let him know what you thought. You can support the podcast and download all of these songs that we feature in the Here's Something section of our show by subscribing to the Get Collected podcast on Patreon. Visit us and sign up for $5 a month at patreon.com/getcollected.
Now for the last part of today's show called Specific Awesomeness. Today I'm sharing with you a short clip from the Sound of Jazz CBS broadcast from December 8th, 1957. This concert featured Billie Holiday, Roy Eldridge, Ben Webster, Lester Young, Jerry Mulligan, and Vic Dickinson. Now, Lester Young is one of my all-time favorite musicians, and this moment in particular always strikes me to the core. Jazz critic Nat Hentoff recalled that during rehearsals, Billie Holiday and Lester Young kept to opposite sides of the room. And then during the performance of Fine and Mellow, Hentoff recalled, Lester got up and he played the purest blues I have ever heard. And he and Holiday were looking at each other, their eyes were sort of interlocked, and she was sort of nodding and half smiling. It was as if they were both remembering what had been, whatever that was. And in the control room, we were all crying. When the show was over, they went their separate ways. And on the way to Lester Young's funeral in 1959, Billie Holiday said that she thought she'd be the next to go, and she would die within 4 months. Now let's listen to that very special moment from Fine and Mellow, 1957. Have a listen. All right, that's our show for today. Thanks so much for listening. Tune back in on Tuesday for an all-new Get Poetic. Stay tuned and stay collected.